And welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to your twin flame reading. Let's dive right into your twin flame reading and let's begin with a channeled message from your twin flame. What is the message from your twin flame? Please keep in mind that there are several fake Instagram accounts that may be following you. They may be asking you for a reading or asking for money. Please be safe. Please know that these are fake imposter scammer accounts. Please be sure to block and report these accounts for the safety of our community. Thank you all so very much. What is a channeled message from your twin flame? Channeled message from your twin flame. These will be the words from your twin flame. Okay. We have responsibility, partnership, and abundance. So your twin flame is saying that I am consumed with thoughts of our connection. I'm consumed with thoughts of our partnership and how it is now and how I want it to look like. Because our connection is so very important to me. Our connection is a very sacred connection that doesn't compare to anyone else. You are the only one that I have ever felt this way for. And I find that with what's happening between us, that I am being shown the ways in which I'm responsible for what happened to us. I am being shown the ways in which my thoughts and my actions have contributed to what is going on. And it isn't easy for me either. What's happening between us is also very challenging, very difficult. And I'm really being faced with having to go within and tap into my inner resources, my inner knowing of finding the answers to help us both with what we're going through. Because looking for answers outside of myself aren't working. And so I'm having to trust to go within. And also with this responsibility is me having to finally take responsibility for myself and in what I'm creating in my own life. This is helping me to see what is no longer working in my life and where I need to take responsibility for the things that aren't working. And so this is also where my focus is at, even though thoughts of you and our connection are always what consumes me. I'm also being faced with having to take responsibility for the other areas in my life. So what I'm really focusing on is bettering my life in all the ways that I can. So in ways that are fulfilling and where I feel more like myself, where I feel more prosperous, where I feel more freer. Because as I do this, it helps me feel that I can handle anything, including what comes up in our connection. So please know that you are always on my mind, and that even if I may seem distracted by things or by life or by my goals, that you are always a priority to me, even when I don't say it, even when I don't communicate it with you. You are always, for the most part, in the forefront of my mind and in my thoughts. And the reason why I wish to better my life is because our connection inspires me and motivates me to do so. Please know that there is so much love that I have in my heart for you, and that will never change. So that is your channeled message. That is so very beautiful. So let's continue on and see where you are at. Can we please gain insight into where you are at on the journey? Let's give it another shuffle, shall we? Where are you at? How are you doing on the journey? How are you feeling about it? Where are you at? Oh, we have loss. We have anxiety. And we have motivation. So with the Seven of Swords, it says loss. So you may be feeling intense feelings of loss, whether that has to do with your twin flame connection or loss in the sense of another area of your life, or maybe even another connection. You're feeling the sense of loss, and it's causing you to trigger feeling that loss in your connection. And so a lot of feelings from the past may be arising. Feelings of rejection, feelings of abandonment, feelings of resentment at not being chosen. So all of these triggers are causing you to feel anxious, but also these feelings trigger you to be stuck in the past. Because even though these feelings may be coming up, it merely is a reflection of the past. Think of it as a pattern. Things that have happened in the past tend to repeat themselves if the pattern is not broken. So this pain of loss, of losing one another, of losing your twin flame, is repeating itself. So it may be causing you a lot of confusion or conflict as to whether or not your connection is real, whether or not they are your twin flame, whether or not you want to continue or just let it go or let it drift or have you drift away from it. These are all very natural occurrences that are not only happening now, but they've happened in the past and they have kept repeating. So it is somewhat challenging for you to not get swept up in these emotions, but just to remember that it's very natural, but it doesn't mean that you have lost your twin flame. It doesn't mean that they're not your twin flame. It merely is a repetition of what has happened in the past. So, although it may feel challenging emotionally, this is strengthening you to finally break free from a habit. So, you'll begin to realize that, oh, yeah, this is a pattern. This keeps repeating itself every so often. And this is for your awareness, for your learning and your growth. So it's actually very, very positive because like a pattern, as it repeats, it's like hitting your head against the wall. Eventually, you realize, or we realize, that we're doing this, that it's just a pattern that is repeating itself. And for an example, for those of you who have watched the old movie called Groundhog Day, it's like this same thing that's happening over and over and over again. But when you're in it, you don't realize it's happening because you're too busy reacting to it. But when you step back from it and see, oh my gosh, this happens every year or every 2 months or every 2 weeks, you begin to see the pattern. And once you see the pattern, you have the power to break free from it because you then have a choice. Am I going to get sucked into the illusion of this pattern, or am I going to choose to break free? And you can choose to break free from it by choosing to not react to your connection the same way you have been. So this is really actually motivating you to move forward in terms of growth. So it's like getting a progress report of, okay, this is where you're at. And you're reading the report and it says, you are repeating patterns on your twin flame journey. You are repeating patterns on your twin flame journey so that you can see what is happening. So you have this progress report and now you're like, oh man, I'm still repeating this cycle. And that's okay. Some of us get stuck on this pattern of repeat, of looping over and over again for decades. Not to discourage you, but just so for your awareness that we as humans do this. We are creatures of habit. And so we tend to repeat what is comfortable, what feels natural. And for the longest time, these emotions of loss, resentment, rejection, abandonment, not that they felt comfortable, but it felt like natural to feel this. But guess what? We can choose differently now. Because of this newfound awareness, we can now choose to not repeat the cycle. So this, again, is a very positive victory for you because now you can choose. You can be like, I choose to feel fulfillment in my connection. I choose to feel loved and accepted in my connection. So even though it can feel very upsetting or saddening, know that you are transitioning to better feelings. You are transitioning to better choices because you have the choice. When you were stuck in the loop, when you were stuck in the pattern, you couldn't choose, obviously. But now you can choose because now you have the awareness. So this is exciting because it really is demonstrating that you are the creator of your own reality. You don't have to buy into the cycle or what happened in the past, even though it feels like it. It's just to bring to your awareness that you have a choice. You don't have to feel loss. You don't have to feel rejected or abandoned or not chosen. You can feel joyful and happy and chosen and loved and accepted by your twin flame. All you have to do is choose it. So you've come to this part of your journey to realize you have choice. You have choice in the matter. You don't have to continue feeling the way you do, feeling abandoned, rejected, feelings of loss, feelings of sadness, feelings of separation. They don't have to exist on your journey. They only exist when it's happening out of default. But when you take power back, you do that by your choice. And you can say right now, repeat after me, I choose to feel fulfilled in my connection. I choose feeling loved and adored in my connection. I choose to feel liberated and overly satisfied. I'm just saying whatever's coming to mind. But you get to choose. So when you think of your connection, when you think of your twin flame, you can say, okay, what am I choosing in this moment? And if it's feelings of loss, then you can back up and say, okay, I may be feeling that because of a pattern, but I don't choose it. Yay! So this is your choice of empowerment, your choice to empower yourself, to make the choice of how you want to feel. These feelings of loss and anxiety will creep up every now and then. But it's because it's a pattern of what we were used to feeling in life, in our connection, when it comes to love. But the great thing is now with the energies on the planet, all of that stuff is falling away. We're no longer bound to the reality of the past. The present energies give us the freedom to create and to choose our reality. So you get to choose how you want your connection to be. You get to create your twin flame with the words, thoughts, and feelings that you have about them. So why not create them in the best version of them, as you are creating the best version of you? And when you're creating that, you are bound to come together in physical union. So this is exciting, even though you may be experiencing these feelings. You are manifesting the life and the love that you want and that you know is possible and that you know you deserve. So bravo. Excellent work for continuing on even when you feel at your worst. Even when it feels difficult to still believe, even when it feels difficult to the point where you want to give up and you just want to leave this whole experience behind. The funny thing is that you were created as twin flames. So when you kind of give up on the journey, part of you is giving up on yourself. But you're not doing that because you are remembering who you truly are. You are remembering that you are sovereign and that this is just the sticky part or the unpleasant part of manifesting what you truly want. It is saying goodbye to the feelings because you're feeling them. You don't have to keep choosing them every day. It's like choosing an outfit. You can choose something different. So this is so very exciting. I'm so happy and proud of all of you for not giving up because it's so easy to give up. It's easy to give up, but it's easier to just not even do anything. But even in the not doing anything, energetically, the universe is helping you to move forward, whether you want to or not, whether you think you are or not. The universe is shifting and moving the energies and the pieces so that you are progressing even when you're choosing to do nothing. It's almost like the universe is moving you because, like, by default, you're going in the direction that the universe has for us, which is one of unity consciousness, which is one of peace, fulfillment, abundance, and prosperity. Whether we want it, whether we resist it, the universe is taking us in that direction because that's how much the universe loves us. So it's whether we want to or not, we are kind of still going in the direction, we're going in the movement, we're flowing to the direction that the universe is always guiding us in. So sometimes not doing anything is better than resisting, because when you're just going with the flow, you're allowing the universe to just carry you forward. So, okay, I'll put this one back because I didn't ask the question. Where is your twin flame at? Where's your twin flame at when it comes to you and your journey, their journey? Where's your twin flame at? We have order. We have transformation. We have choices. So this is really reflecting where you are at as well. But just like the channeled message, they're thinking of you. And for example, if they were the runner, if they were resisting the love, resisting the journey, resisting the growth, their spirituality, whatever they were resisting, they are now transforming from that, healing from that, and now being more consumed. Like on their end, they feel like they're more consumed with you because the desire for union was like sleeping within them. They, like, it was dormant. It wasn't triggered. It wasn't awakened. But with this transformation came the death of their old self. So they have no choice but to feel that desire, to awaken to the desire. Because not only is it desire for you or desire for unity or union, it's desire for themselves to have unity within themselves. Because if they were running, or whoever is running from union with themselves, And sometimes union with self, you're faced with having to embrace all of the emotions that you didn't want to feel. So if you were running away from guilt, if you were running away from sadness or depression or shame or anger or discontent, running away from those feelings causes one to shut down and not be able to open to love. So whether that was them or even if that was you, there comes a time where it's time for that to die away. And that is what's happening to all of us, not just twin flames, but to us as a planet. That old way of being is dying away and no longer imprisoning us. So they are no longer imprisoned by their inability to face their feelings. Now that they're more into their feelings, they're into their desire of you and of connection and of oneness. So just like you, they're feeling all of this stuff too that may not feel so great. But whereas for you, it may have been causing you to kind of give up or let go, for them, it's causing them to want you even more. So it's like, see how you are turning in another direction because of your doubt? They're focusing on you. So when it comes to other areas of their life, as they mentioned in the channeled message where they're taking responsibility, they're bringing chaos back into order. They are taking responsibility, and we can definitely see that with the King of Wands energy, is being more empowered, taking control of their own life, bringing order to where there wasn't. So in terms of their emotions, in terms of their physical health, finances, career, they're bringing order back in. Because again, your connection inspires and motivates them to do so. So I'm really loving these energies, this progress report. I did forget to mention that there will be an extended reading to see more of where they're coming from, more detail on what their thoughts are and what actions they want to take when it comes to your connection. So please do click on the link below to see where they are and what actions they want to take. We're going to really go in deeper into your connection. So let's continue on with what is what's showing up in the shadow aspect of your connection that you may not be aware of. What is in the unseen of your connection? What is happening in the unseen of your connection? What's coming up in the shadow aspect of your connection? We have the Fool card. We have Travel. And we have Destiny. Okay, so for many of you, you may be feeling like maybe that things are going to end. or that you can't see how the actual union of both of you is going to happen or how it's going to work. So this is like what I'm picking up is like the fear of taking the leap of faith. So your way of being may be that you don't want to take a leap of faith because you're protecting your heart. And it's like you don't want to dive in because you're afraid of the same thing happening, getting heartbroken or feeling betrayed or feeling abandoned, rejected, not chosen. So the universe is saying when you are in that vibration, or when you're fearing that, or when you're holding back because of that fear, you're only creating more of it. So you're like, well, how do I just dive in and take a leap of faith? That's a very good question. Just have faith in it. Just have faith. Blind faith. So it's like you're in the dark and you can't see what's going to happen, but you just know that you're going to be fine. It's just taking like a blind leap of faith. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do anything. It just means that on the inside, to have faith in something that you, even though you have no evidence that things are gonna work out for you and your twin flame, to just have blind faith in it anyway, and to let that be your guiding light when you can't see what's gonna happen. Let your leap of faith guide you, because the universe wants you to know that 100% the universe has your back. The universe will catch you no matter what. So to know that you are safe on the journey and that the universe has your back. The Eight of Wands is a very fast moving energy. So what I'm seeing here is that the universe is saying that we're getting so caught up in the pattern that it's causing us to slow down the momentum. Meanwhile, the universe is like, let's go, we got this. But you're holding on to the feelings of loss, feeling anxious, feeling rejected, abandoned, not chosen. Those feelings are what's slowing the process. So the universe is saying you really have to monitor what feelings you're feeling, what feelings you're entertaining, what feelings you're accepting. Because when you're just in the emotions, you're choosing them. And the universe is like, well, what you're focusing on is what I'm helping you to manifest. So please manifest wisely. Focus on the emotions that you want to feel rather than on what you don't want to feel. So when you're caught up in the feelings that you don't want, it's like slowing the process of union. And so with the Wheel of Fortune, the universe is saying the wheel is turning in your favor. So take advantage of that, because you haven't been taking advantage of everything going in your favor. So it's like The universe wants to give you everything now because with the new energies on the planet, we can manifest everything we want. So the universe is saying, take advantage of that. Take advantage of the elevated frequencies and the higher vibrations in which you are able to manifest. Step into that energy of possibility and know that you can create everything you want. So focus on it, believe in it, and then it will happen. Because right now, again, you're not taking advantage of it when you're stuck in the feelings of the past, when you're not believing in what you can have, when you're not willing to take a leap of faith. So the universe is saying, come on, I'm rooting for you. I got you. We got this. Focus on what you want. So if you want union, focus on what that would feel like. Focus on what it would look like. Visualize it, script it, write it down, be thankful for it. Know that when you take a leap of faith, that the universe will catch you. So that is the vibration you want to be in, so that you can move forward not only in your connection, not only in your union, but in all other areas of your life. So that is exciting. So let's continue on with more messages from the universe, guidance for you and your connection, and then we'll see what is coming up for you and your connection. What is the guidance for you and your twin flame? What is the guidance for you and your twin flame? Guidance from the universe. We have Seven of Wands, endurance. We have the Knight of Swords, which is drama. Then we have Four of Wands, which is rewards. So the universe is saying that you have what it takes because you agreed with your twin flame that you would go through this whole lesson of life to return to one another. You agreed that you would separate and grow and learn and expand and evolve and then meet back up again and be in union. So the universe is saying you planned for this, so you have what it takes to keep going. And every challenge that you faced, every conflict, only made you stronger. And it made you stronger in your resolve to realize, yes, this is what was meant to be. These are the things that were meant to happen because I am the person I am because of what happened. So you've only grown because of everything that has happened to you. So the universe is saying, keep going. The universe is saying, I believe in you. The universe is saying, I got you. I am behind you 100% of the way. So the universe is saying to be very careful of creating more drama. So one easy way to do that is just to focus on feeling more peaceful, more harmonious. Because again, with the energies on the planet, what you say, what you speak is manifested even more quickly than ever in all of history, now is when we are able to create more quickly than we were in the past. So to be very mindful of the choices, of the words that you choose and of your choices, because your words help to shape your reality. So when you are speaking of conflict or of sad things or of hurtful things or of sad news or unhappy news, you are creating the drama that you don't want. When the universe is saying, when you're focused on the illusion and drama of life, of what is out there in the 3D world, you're bringing that into your life. But when you're only speaking and focusing on peaceful thoughts of harmony and abundance and prosperity and blessings and wellness, that's the world that you are creating and shaping for yourself. So the universe is saying to cut away words, thoughts, and feelings that don't support where you want to be, that don't support unity and balance and peace and harmony and abundance and prosperity. Only speak those words. Because the Four of Wands, it says reward. The universe is saying you will be rewarded. You will receive the rewards of your efforts. So not to keep living by just default, by just going with the flow. Because the 3D will keep pulling you back into the past. Your old emotions of pattern will pull you back into that pattern each and every time. So the universe is saying you have the power to refrain from that past and in the present choose what you would like to happen. This is exciting. I feel things shifting for you even as we speak. So what is coming up for you and your twin flame? What is coming up for you and your twin flame? And in the extended reading, we'll continue on with more secret messages just for you. Because I'm hearing that some of you are wanting more of what they have to say. So that will be coming up in the extended reading. So what is coming up for you and your twin flame? What is coming up for you and your twin flame? We have the Chariot, which is movement. Again, this fast-moving energy, just like we had with the Eight of Wands. Strength card, it says stability. And we have the Three of Cups, it says reunion. Self-explanatory. I don't even have to go into it. You all know and you all feel it. It's like you can feel it even though there's no evidence of it. And for a lot of you, you're like, it doesn't make sense. So how can you believe in something where there's no physical evidence? The universe is like, you don't need physical evidence. Physical evidence is part of the old world, of the 3D world. Now it's just having belief and taking that blind leap of faith into the unknown, knowing that you will have what you desire. So with the energies now, shifts are happening so quickly that as you shift your thoughts, you shift back and forth constantly. So one day you're feeling amazing, you're feeling union, you're feeling like high on life. And then the next day you could feel the opposite. But as we get used to being in the higher frequencies. It's like a muscle. We get used to it, and then we will experience more of the higher dimension, the higher frequencies. So be very aware of your thoughts. Really focus and discipline your thoughts to be in alignment with the higher frequencies, with love and unity and peace and harmony and blessings and wellness, abundance, prosperity. Because, like the muscle, it strengthens, and it's strengthening you to consistently be in that vibration of what you want. And when you are consistently thinking thoughts and feeling the feelings and having the belief of union, that is what you will experience because you're choosing it. So know that when you're not choosing, you're in the default and you'll fall back into the vibration of the 3D world, of the old world. But as you're using your muscles to strengthen you to think of unity consciousness, evolution, growth, expansion, you will shift, and then you will experience everything else that goes along with those vibrations. So this is what's coming up for you. The universe is saying, like, you can't deny it anymore. This is what is meant for you. So you are where you're at now is because you're choosing it or you're experiencing it by default. But when you consistently choose union, you will experience union. So this is amazing. I love these energies for you. I'm so excited for you. And I'm really proud of you again for where you're at. Because no matter where you're at, you are there for a reason. Because of the lesson, because of where you are meant to be. Where you're at is showing you where you're meant to be. So this is so very exciting. I'm so very excited for you. So please do join me in the extended reading where we're going to get more into where your twin flame is at, what their secret messages are, and what actions they are going to take. So if this is where we leave off, I want to thank you so very much for your continued support. I want to give a big thanks and shout out to all my clients who I know are watching this video. It really is such a joy to continue to work with each and every one of you. You truly add and bring so much to my own experience and to my life. And I'm so very thankful for each and every one of you. So thank you for subscribing, for following my social media, whether it's here or on Instagram. Thank you all so very much. And if this resonates with you, feel free to book your twin flame reading with me, where it's geared specifically to your situation, where I say your first names throughout the entire private reading. No one else has access to it but you. And so for watching this video in its entirety, you will be able to receive $20 off your booking with me. So whether that's an update reading or you're booking your twin flame reading for the first time, please do let me know to be able to receive the $20 off. So again, I want to thank you all so very much for being here and for watching my readings. And until next time, I'm wishing you all so much love and peace. Mwah.